Looking for indie game news? We've got you covered. This is the Weekly Brew. The space-themed party game, Which Way Up Galaxy Games, has announced it's heading to Nintendo Switch. They shared the news with an awesome new trailer showcasing some of the 12 challenging games that you'll be able to take on with your friends. Alongside this announcement, they are also launching a Kickstarter to add some extra features to the game, like online multiplayer, more languages, other platforms, and more. Definitely consider backing this fun couch co-op game. The adorable witchy game, where you play as an apprentice witch exploring a magical forest, Little Witch in the Woods, has dropped a new update to the game. The cat content update adds, you guessed it, cats to the game. Arriving in the village after completing some of the main quest, you'll be able to befriend some furry companions, building up your affections with them and gaining their trust. This definitely adds some adorable goodness to the game, and the update is live now. The farming sim with a sci-fi twist where you build up a farm on a distant planet, Lightyear Frontier, has announced its next update is on the way. The Neighbors and Animals update is said to be the biggest content update for the game so far, and sees the addition of some pretty exciting things to the game. The update will see you welcome some new neighbors to your planet, adding some new field experts to your homestead that can help you uncover some more of the planet's mysteries. The update will also see the addition of animal keeping to your farm, allowing you to find and hatch eggs, and adding some new creatures to the game too. With the animals come some new resources, and you'll be able to pet, name, and even carry your animals around too. The update is said to be a great one to the game, and there's not too long to wait. The Neighbors and Animals update is dropping September 30th. The open world survival crafter, where you attempt to survive a treacherous PvP world as a duck, Duckside, has announced it's heading to early access. After 2 very successful betas and a 3rd one running right now, the devs have announced the game is ready to head into the early access stage, teasing that there will be some massive additions to the game for its release. There's not too much longer to wait for early access, as it's coming this month. Duckside will be dropping in early access September 25th. Go-Go Town, the chaotic city builder game where you play as a mayor of a rundown town, has had its first major update. The Build and Bustle update is the result of player feedback and adds a whole stack of new content and quality of life features to the game. Rolling out on September 15th, the update includes the ability to expand your town and purchase new land parcels, zone customization so you can finally organize your zones, as well as create and expand your industry zones, a subway system for fast travel, new decoration options, car parks, and some new townies too. This is set to be an amazing update to the game, and it's live right now. Airborne Empire, the city builder game that sees you explore an open world while building your city in the sky, quite literally building a flying city, has announced it's heading to early access. The game takes a pretty unique spin on a city builder, combining the typical colony management mechanics with an open world RPG environment where you'll encounter different characters and embark on adventures whilst also building your city. This looks set to be an interesting addition to the city builder space, and it's heading to early access January 2025. We have got a stack of new games dropping this week, including The Plucky Squire, a platformer game where you step on and off the pages of a storybook, combining 2D and 3D platforming elements, drops September 17th. Marco Beyond Brave, an action-packed Metroidvania adventure where you fight your way through a Slavic-inspired world, drops September 17th. Kitty's Last Adventure, a bullet heaven game where you play as a very loved and adorable kitty, immortalized on the pages of a book by your owner in your very last Earthside adventure, drops September 17th. Goblin Camp, a fantasy city builder where you build colonies for goblins, drops September 17th. Key Locker, a turn-based rhythm game where you play as a singer in a world where music is outlawed, drops September 18th. Poppycat, an immersive exploration game where you play as a newly adopted cat, drops September 19th. Sammy Duke's Twin Lakes, an adventure detective game where you investigate the disappearance of an anti-oil activist, drops September 19th. Fast Penguins, a free-to-play fast-paced racing game where you race as penguins, drops September 19th. Toy Tactics, a physics-based real-time strategy game where you control armies inspired by minifigs, gets its 1.0 release September 19th. Frostpunk 2, a dark city builder game where you build up a colony in a post-apocalyptic world, doing whatever it takes to survive, drops September 20th. And Season Spree, an exploration game where you play as an adorable tanuki who can control the flow of time, drops September 20th. That is a wrap on this week's brew. Make sure to subscribe to the channel for more indie game content, and until next time, stay caffeinated.